Hey everybody, welcome back. Grognards Corner. We've been here before. We know what we're doing. Playthrough, turning point Stalingrad, Avalon Hill. Moving into turn 6 now, I believe it is. So let's just go ahead and jump into the action. And I want to say I actually am very pleased and very surprised with myself. Normally when I do these playthroughs, every video I'm going back and saying, I screwed this up in the last one. I haven't come across many of those in this playthrough, so I'm actually very pleased with myself. Just a little side note on that. All right, so we're moving into the 18th, which is a blue turn. So we're going to go ahead and remove all blue disruption markers. And let's go ahead and roll for Mr. Isolated right there. It's a 2. He's gone. Knew it was going to happen eventually. So delete that. Send to removed. Check for reinforcements. Soviets are the only ones getting reinforcements this turn. Not like they had a lot of turns. One thing we forgot to do. We're moving into turn 6, so we now have 6 points of armor to play with. So that's going to give us a chance to buy the level 5 armor reinforcement guy, and he gets to go into the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works. So he starts off right there. So it gives the Soviets a little bit of a oomph over on this side. See what they can do with it, if anything. Reinforcements, yes. Let's get the reinforcements. No German reinforcements. Just Soviet reinforcements. Ooh, bunch of them again. Yeah, see, like I was saying, the sheer weight of reinforcements really starts coming in by the second week. Let's see what we got there. Armor and a bunch of crap units. But hey, crap units can absorb losses. All right, so let's flip stuff over. Okay. Flip over people who actually get to do something. A lot of Soviet units coming back into the fray. Let's see, the German units have still got supply here, so they're good with those battalions. These guys are going to flip over there. Okay, I think that's about it. Start off with the German turn. Another one right there. Alrighty. What do the Germans want to do? Where do the Germans want to start off with? I don't know what I want to do with the Germans. Try to continue splitting the line. I don't think I'm going to be able to push into there. That 13th Guards, that's a 10 defense. I just don't have the strength here to push into the tennis racket. I think what we want to do, keep rolling up the riverbank here. What do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 9. Ugh. But you know what? Let's go ahead and do it anyways. Let's take these guys and move them into here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for regimental integrity, 10 for attacking during the daylight. I always forget my paper. So 10 to start off German attack, and they're going to be going after the fresh units. One thing I have kind of been not mentioning because it hasn't cropped up very often. When you move into a space, with both disrupted and fresh units, you got to declare if you're going after the fresh units or the disrupted units. So we're going to be going after the disrupted unit or the fresh units. So we're looking at a 10. And the Soviets can't commit their artillery because it hasn't been refitted yet. So 10, so it's a 20. And the Soviet defense is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beat them by 8, which is complete destruction. It's an overrun. They can continue attacking. They will now attack the spent units. Oh, those are German units. Okay. Well, let's see. It was 4 to move into there. 4 to move into. I'm pretty sure it was 4 to move into there. Moves. Let's see. Enter area containing fresh enemy units. Okay, so 4. So they could. They can't even really keep moving. Let's see. Well, move into an area with spent units. If they want to move into here. Enter vacant. 3 points to move into spent. All right, so they're flipped. They can't do anything more, and that'll be the end of the Germans' turn. Now the Soviets. Could try and attack. Ooh, no. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's see what we got here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Could go from here to here. It'd be 7 to 4. And if they do that, that would cut off these guys here. Cut off their supply. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and move into there. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. No artillery they can throw in. So it's going to be a 8, 12. Uh-oh, against the Germans. 4, 5 for being attacked during the daytime. 6, 7, 8. It's a 4. Okay, that's removes them. All right, that's good for the Soviets because now that cuts off the these units down here at the Red October and the Red Barricades factories. So, and that was an overrun, and it was 4 points to move into there, so they're not going to be able to move any further. So yeah, they're just going to go ahead and hold, and it's not going to incur any disruption on them because it was an overrun. All right, so that's into turn 1. And oops, flip 1. All right, to impulse 2. And what do the Germans want to do there? What's the highest defense in there? It's a 2. 4, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. They're not going to be able to get there. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. The armor could get there, but not the infantry. All right. I've got to get some stuff to Mummy of Kyogen. And yes, thank you to US Patriot for pointing out that I like to say Mummy of Kyogen. It's about one of the only Soviet names in Stalingrad that I can actually pronounce. So I'll say it as often as I want, just to try to show off that I know what I'm talking about. When everybody knows I don't. Germans have got some stuff up. What do they got here? Well, that's the mechanized infantry coming in from A. Now they're motorized. And if they don't, they can double their movement, I believe, with motorized if they don't get into combat. Let me check that real quick. I believe that is correct. Because I know motorized and armored, or motorized and mechanized can have higher increased movement rates. Attacks, enter, movement in combat, multiple disruption, pass, movement, mechanized units, motorized. Double their movement during an impulse which they do not attack, leave an enemy occupied area, enter an enemy occupied control or rubble area. Okay, so they can double it. So let's go ahead and take these guys and move them. And they can enter on 1 and 2. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it's out on from there. 7, I believe. Yeah, enter vacant area adjacent to enemy. 7, 8, 9. Okay. So, get those motorized units up there to reinforce MK. All right. And the Soviets. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. Yeah, I think that was their big 6, 7 to 6 with 1 artillery. Now let's hold off on that. Four, 5 to 4. Could, well, that'd be 5 to 5. Nope, can't throw an artillery there. Can I refit artillery during the daytime? Can't remember if Soviet artillery can be refit during the daytime. Russian artillery. Quadrants, refit. Oh, it can be done anytime. Oh, and a refit is only on a 1 or a 2. That's why that 1 or a 2 is there. That's the, okay, so I've been doing, okay, so we come to a rule that I have been doing wrong, so here we're going to point it out. When the Soviets do a refit on their artillery, they have to roll a dice. On a 1 or a 2, they refit it, but they can refit at any time. So the Soviets are going to take their impulse to try to refit this artillery unit, and it's a 6, so it doesn't refit. And as we didn't have a 2d6 dice roll to check for the impulse. 2! Are you kidding me? Wow, really short day. Really, both, yeah, wow. That two impulses for the Germans. Oh boy. Flips over to the Soviet side. Stop that. Yeah, that I have no idea what OKW is doing and what 6th Army is. Oh no, we're just gonna sit and hang out for a while. Okay. Well, that changes things a little bit. They still don't have much of attack factor. Let's see, where actually can we strike back at them? You know what? Let's get stuff across the river first. Let's get these guys. We want to stuff them into the tennis. Nah, it's because tennis rack has got that 7 defense guy there. Plus the 3, it's 10. Germans aren't going to be moving into there anytime soon. So let's go ahead and push into there. And let's check all the interdiction. Okay, control Area 56. Contest, control 1 or more riverbanks. And no adjacent. Yeah, so it's a plus 4 to the dice roll. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is good, so those guys land, and if they wanted to, they could keep moving, but I think we're going to keep them there like that. And the dice roll was a 4, which is not less than the impulse, equal to or less than the impulse, so the turn continues. And now the Germans need to desperately try to do something with what they should have done originally. Okay, well, we got to get this mechanized guy up here, the artillery. 1, 2, and since it's a nighttime, it doesn't matter if it's adjacent or not. 3. Okay, we got the artillery observer on Mummy of Kurgan. That gives us an extra interdiction bonus, and that will end the German move. So we slip on to impulse 4. And what do the Soviets want to do now? Where do we want to get more reinforcements? You know what? Let's go ahead and pull 96 or 95th. We'll push these guys here because we don't want them sneaking through. So recheck the interdiction because it has changed a little bit. Mummy of Kurgan, German control and have an observer. It's 3. Control 1 or more riverbanks. 5 and no proximity. So now it's a +5 on the dice roll, which is a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is you need a 12 or higher for anything bad to happen. So they make it across just fine. However, the dice roll of 4 that the Soviets rolled is equal to or less than the impulse, which is going to end the turn. Wow, really short day. Okay, I got to come up with something creative for the Germans, because if I don't, these guys are kind of screwed. I don't know if I can get to relieve them. Yeah, because go there, no. Could knock out there. Ooh, poopy. Okay, crap. Yeah, the best chance I've got are these Panzer Grenadiers, 16th. I go there, and then I attack there. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to open up supply again. Granted, I'll lose the red barricades, but at least I'll still keep the red October and open up supply. So, we've got 6. That's it for the Germans. This could be very bad, but we got to try to open up the supply line. 6, 12, 17. This actually may work out. And it's going to be a 5 for the Soviets. Yes, 5 for the Soviets. 10, 11 against the, what did I say? 6, 12, 17. So it's a difference of 6. Okay, so the first one. Okay, so we'll retreat him there. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have this lone little TD unit sitting there defending. And these guys get hit with a disrupt blue, because that's what 4 turns out is. And these guys get hit with a blue. And these guys flip and get hit with a disrupt 2, which is going to be an orange. Now, I didn't clear it, I contested it. What does supply do for contested? Thankfully, this rulebook really is really small, and it's really quick and easy for me to find my answers if I look in the right place. Night artillery, armor replacement, strategic. Oh, that's one thing I've been forgetting. The Soviets haven't been trying to dig in and cause rubble. Anyways, okay, so it's got to be friendly controlled. Contested does not work. The Panzer Grenadiers will be able to draw supply. The 71st Regiment will not, because that is a contested area. It is not a controlled. Yeah, so they are going to be cut off and isolated. That could be very bad for the Germans. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do just to remind me so I don't forget it? Oops. Let's see, where's the counters at? Counters, we're going to go ahead and throw an isolated one on them right now, even though it's the end of the turn. Let's see. Oh, you know what I also forgot to do? The Soviets spent 5 of their armor placements to get those T-34s down there. So they're isolated. I believe that's all that's isolated. Everybody else has got... Wow, that was just an actually really short turn. I mean, what, 4 impulses total? Not good for the Germans. Not good for the Germans at all. They didn't even use their Luftflottille 8 with giving the guys a holiday or what. Anyways, that's it. Not a really exciting turn to go through. But that's the way the dice rolls. Anyways, questions, comments, complaints, concerns, criticisms in the comment section. And I will talk to everybody later. Have a good one.